Dyslexic Genius here. I'm back on the long case Edison home, but really I'm going to tell you how to mount these suspension springs that I just did the last video about crushed ones and how to put it together. Triumphs are much easier. These things, I will say, are a B. They're very challenging. So what you have is you have this screw has to come through the motor board, through this spring like this. So we're like this on the motor board. And then we have to hit this down to tighten that nut down. And you have to hold everything together. The easy way to do it is to compress the motor. I'm going to show you in a minute how to do it. That way this will turn and you can get it to start in, and then you're set. See, that's already started in. So I'm going to show you how to do this. But I'm going to show you. The first one you want to put in is this rear one. I've put the rear one in. I have a spring here. I put the screw in. I compressed the motor board. I lined up the nut with the screw, and I took my little fingers and I tightened it up so it would grab it like that. And now we're locked in place. So to do this one, bring the motor over here. The spring goes like that.
Okay, so coming from the bottom, it's fat side up.
Fat side up. You're going to go like that. You're going to put that screw in, that spring in, lock it in place. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take this screw and you're going to bring it from the bottom. Now what you're going to do is you're going to lay the motor board flat like that, and you will put in a spring,
fat side down,
and then you will put this in. Now you will push down. You see how I pushed it down? And I'll line that nut up, and it'll just about catch. Takes a little getting used to. Let's see if I can do it. You got to kind of look down and hit that screw. And this is challenging. There you go. Now I have this one. Whoops! I almost had that.
Okay, do it again. Should I push now?
Yeah, just a minute. We'll get this again. I almost had that one. And then you just grab the motor. These are an absolute bitch to do. There you go. That one's on. Now we have to, these are loose. Now you go over to the other side. And if you have a young child, you can have them help you push the motor down. And now, after we get the other spring in, we can flip this over. And we will use, because this screw is seen from the top, and we don't want to flare it out, I've taken an old Harbor Freight screwdriver, and on the grinder I've made this flat in here so it'll fit into the screw when we tighten up, and you don't want it to burr out. You don't want any marks on this when you put it back together. You know, I take the governor out to do this. You probably notice I have the governor out. The other side is the same way. But these things are a booger, but that's how you put one together the easy way. Should have asked me how to do this 40 years ago. Probably would have taken me all afternoon. And that's my tip for the day.